Hey, what's going on, yo? This, I worked yesterday till closing, and while I was there, I learned some not alarming, but some kind of fucked up news. All right, one. Apparently, last Sunday, some dude showed up. One of the waitresses, or former waitresses, boyfriend showed up brandishing a weapon. Didn't shoot at anybody, but he brandished it, right? And because this isn't the Wild fucking West, motherfuckers called the cops. I'm guessing he called the girl by the name or whatever, and then he got scared, nervous, whatever, and took off. Now, because she didn't say who the guy was or any of that shit, she got fired. My thing, again, the job, Chili's had no control over what he was going to do, whatever. My thing was, I fucking worked Sunday. Didn't nobody say shit about fucking, hey, there's a nigga out there with a gun. So, I'm sitting there washing dishes all lackadaisical. And and the nigga could have been fucking watching the store. So, they gonna institute this policy that, no one stays there, late, or nobody leaves one at a time or whatever. Like you leave in pairs or whatever, right? Now, they don't really, think about a real thoroughbred nigga like me, because I asked the question. I said, well, look, there are some days where I'm the only dishwasher, and there are some days when I leave, it's only going to be like it's like what, 12:30, 1 o'clock, whatever. So, am I leaving with the manager? So, when the manager says they want to leave, I have to leave. So, do I talk to the manager and say, hey, listen, what time do you want to get out of here? Because if they say, I say she a lot, because only one of them have actually said, look, I can't take you being here this late. And then instead of helping me work faster, like going to the back of the machine and catching, she, not going to say any names, she went into the office and fell asleep. Then when she woke up and I was still there, she was apparently either upset that I wasn't finished, or about how much time I was taking, because she told me to clock out. Now, I only had, washed the machine traps, the food traps out, and put them back, and that was it. That's all I had to do. So I stayed to do that. But the question is, well, or not the question, but the thing I was thinking about is, if we're the only two people left in the store, and she's the manager, and the manager is leaving, and she determines when I leave. If she leaves at, hey, look, I want us out of here by 11. So if you're not done, whatever you're not done by 11 or by 9:30 or whatever, pack up, save for tomorrow. Cool, I can do that. But the problem is, she has a car. I take the bus. What the fuck is the point of us leaving the store together like we gonna make it home? No, if anything, she gonna be driving by if a nigga fuck me up at the bus stop for it. So that's the one thing I was thinking about. Like, what if there's a motherfucker, only two people left, one of them got a car and the other one don't? Like, is she required to wait in her car, watching me to make sure don't nothing happen, and I'm watching her to make sure don't nothing happen, and when I get when the bus come and I jump on, she can take off? Or do they not give a fuck about what happens, and they just want to make sure that if you get shot, stabbed, fucked up, or whatever, it don't happen on store ground, so the store is not liable? One. Two, I worked with this. I don't know. I think I worked with the antithesis of me yesterday, because again, everybody knows I'm a fucking slow dishwasher, but I'm willing to stay late until either I get the job done or they send me home. So we're working with the head guy, and the head guy says, "Listen, look, somebody came up, brandished a weapon, whatever, and he told us the rules about don't nobody leave at once. Like, nobody leaving one at a time. Everybody leaves at once. Now, me and this nigga, we both dishwashers. So, he's like, yo, son, when me and you gonna be out this motherfucker together. Paul gonna say, he told me, he's like, look, you know, I don't want us to be here. But we set it on like 12. He said, I don't want us here 11:45 at the latest. So, this nigga, again, he's a fast dishwashing type. So, nigga, he's in the front of the machine. Hey, I'm going to do 2 hours. And then you going to go back. And then you going to go in the front. And then you going to do 2 hours. And we just going to switch off like that. I said, all right, bet. Now, I don't know who told this motherfucker that, man, Mitchell is slow. So all you got to say, or all you got to do, is just let that motherfucker work. Because again, I am slow. But I still will do my fucking 2 hours. What he would do is, he would see me work. Man, you going too slow. Hey, bro, let me take a... I don't know why he keeps calling me bro. Like, that's going to fucking alleviate, going to make me feel some kind of kinship towards him. It's not. That shit is annoying. So, I said, dude, he's like, hey, you going to do... I'm going to do 2 hours and you going to do 2 hours. So, I'm doing it. And then, again, I don't even think I'm making an hour before he looking, man, you going too slow. Hey, man, you switch out. Get to the back of the machine. All right. I move out the way. He steps up. He walks the machine rather quick. I throw him all, whatever. As this progresses on, I'm not asking him to switch out for me. I'm not doing any of that. I know no matter what happens, he's going to do his 2 hours. I was going to do my 2 hours. But the problem is, he was being lazy, or he was in such a rush to get home. Which again, nigga, we work about an hour. Nigga, the longer we stay, the more money you make. So what the fuck are you rushing to get home for? 1. 2. Well, not even 2. Check this shit out. Nigga, y'all know, because you know, if y'all watching this, I'm friends with y'all on Facebook. I'm starting to fucking get back into gym shit. You know what I mean? I'm starting to fucking watch what I eat. Control my fucking diet. So, you know, I went to the gym that day. And I had, you know, my stomach started bubbling and cramping. And I haven't done sit-ups in forever. So you know how sit-ups can be. Like the same muscles that keep your abs tight is the same muscles that keep your shit in. So if your abs are sore, then that fucking door to your asshole is fucking ajar. So I'm sitting there with the grr, and I said, oh, I'm untying my little apron, take my fucking joint off. I said, yo, man, I'll be right back. Where you going? I said, go to the bathroom, nigga. And I run into the bathroom. I sit down on the toilet, and nigga, again, I'm not saying that I knew I wasn't going to shit, but I'm just saying I was surprised in a motherfucker that I didn't. So I'm sitting there, and I'm throwing out warning signs that when I do shit, it's going to be a doozy. Like, you ever get the... And then just start fucking air just blowing out of the straw? Like that. So this nigga comes in. Like, I'm sitting on the toilet, and he rushes in so quick that he doesn't see that... Well, he doesn't notice that there's another father in here with his little kid. So when he pushes the door open, the door hits this little kid in the face. Boom. Oh, shit, man, I'm sorry. Now... He says sorry to this kid. No, because when he busted open the door, yo, man, you got to hurry up. Them little bit of dishes starting to pile up. And I'm like, nigga, for real? You going to rush me? And I said, dude, what I'm doing can't be rushed. So you just going to have to wait. Who the fuck follows you into the bathroom and going to tell you that you got to rush? Nigga, if my asshole dirty, nigga, you going to clean it up? Because I don't want to hear I don't want to work around him. He smell like shit. Because you told me to hurry. Now I got to fucking walk around with mud butt. You out of your fucking mind, Jack. So, not now. Now again, I'm a petty motherfucker. I would have, took care of the farting, wiped my ass just to be sure I don't have fucking anything leaked out and I don't fucking track it around. Because nobody likes fucking having shitty asshole and you still got to be at work for like 4 hours. Nobody likes that. So... what should have been a simple me go whatever, wipe myself and get up and go, now became a fucking lesson that I had to teach this nigga about you don't rush me. Nigga, when you go to the bathroom, I don't fucking rush you. When you fucking stepped away to fucking take care of the shit that Paul Shit, I shouldn't have said the dude's name. That the manager asked you to do. I didn't fucking come looking for you. Hey man, are you gonna be okay? Hey man, when you come back, I didn't look for you like that. So why the fuck do you look for me? And better yet, when I came out from the bathroom, this nigga wasn't at the machine working. He was fucking somewhere else. I didn't give a fuck what he was doing. I don't give a fuck what he did because I can work independently of another motherfucker. And that's only the fucking number, like, yeah, that's only number 2. The fucking thing, the third thing that proved that this nigga was bitch made, right? Well, not even bitch made. That proved this nigga was a coward. He had the boss, there's a light that's over his doorway. And it's plugged up into the outlet on the on top of the shelf. Now, a short nigga like me, I'm never going to try to plug my phone in up there because I can't fucking do it. But this big motherfucker trying to get over, he says, hey, I'ma unplug this sign or this light, John. I plug my phone in to charge it. And now, when he unplugged it, I said, dude, I don't think that's a good idea. Are you sure that's what you want to do? He said, yeah, man, ain't nobody going to notice. Ain't nobody going to care. I said, all right, now, I don't know if that nigga has never seen Paul get mad or the manager get mad. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Get mad. Paul don't sugarcoat shit. Like, hey, if you do something wrong, he'll tell you, hey, no, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. He'll never, insult you for it, but he'll just let you know, nah, man, this ain't the one. So, and here's the shit though. This lazy piece of shit, when he unplugged the light from the fucking, from the outlet, most niggas would know, hey, if that light don't ever come on, like if nobody ever uses that light, pull the wire tight so that way it still look like it's plugged up. This nigga didn't even do that. He let it dangle because who the fuck gonna say something to him, right? So when Paul walks past and he looks, he said, hey, whoever the fuck phone that is, you don't unplug my shit to plug your shit in. Fuck your phone. Plug my shit back up. And I'm sitting there like this. Nigga, I told you. Now, we prepared to fucking, we supposed to be preparing to, and I'm telling him, I'm like, look, dude, look. Let's do half this shit now, and then half when we get fucking, half now, cause then the nigga like, yo, we supposed to be getting out of here like 11:45. Dude, I'm telling you, we're not gonna be getting around, we're not gonna be getting out of here anytime soon. I said, that's not the fucking point about that. The point is, if we split up what we're supposed to do now, and what we do later, it'll be easier for us to get it all the way done. But this nigga don't believe me. So, I literally have to explain to him, dude, run all the dishware and all that shit through. All the glassware. When there's nothing on the top rack, I splash it with water. We take care of the front of the dishwashing area. I splash the front half of the machine. Take care of that wall. Clean out that drain. We take care of that. And then I'm literally telling him the best way to go about getting out of here. But this nigga don't believe me. This nigga fucking all embarrassed because he got chewed out from Paul about unplugging this shit. So yeah, so I'm jumping all over the place because this nigga did like some real cowardly shit. So after he got chewed out, right, and he washing dishes, I'm up there doing the fucking you got to take the lids and you got to put them up where they go. The cooks were like one person, so I had to do that shit. So I said, look, you took care of the ribs earlier. I'm gonna take care of these lids, all right. So we back there. I'm doing this. He's like, yo, man, can you ask Paul if we can eat? Cause again, this nigga never asked something. No. Turner, I do have a YouTube video. I do have a YouTube channel. I don't know about like how to get fucking advertising, and I don't want to be advertised. And then they say shit like you can't use nigga, you can't use, you can't say the word, fag. Never in, aggression, but I don't want to hinder myself. I would love to make money doing this, but I know I need to be free to do it. So don't distract me, nigga, because I'm fucking up the story if I do. So, like, the nigga refuses to do shit on his own. Like, he said, hey, man, like, earlier today, hey, man, you gonna get your meal? I said, nah, dude, I'm normally gonna save mine till later, so that way I can eat and fucking, So that way I can eat when I go home and I'm straight. Because again, I'm trying to watch my diet. And these niggas got grilled chicken and like corn and all that shit. I don't feel like cooking when I get home because I get home late. So I said, when I told him that, he said, all right then. So he waited until like later on. And then he was like, hey, go ask Paul if we can get something to eat. I never took into account why he always said we. So I said, hey Paul, me and the dishwasher. I don't want to say his name. Well, nigga, I don't know. Because look, have you heard the sex story that I got? Nigga, we'll talk offline about this shit. But I was like, hey Paul. Again, I know I shouldn't say the nigga name, but you know, fuck it, this really happened. It's not like I lied on him. So I said, hey Paul, me and Mike, fuck him. Yeah, the other dishwasher nigga. Like, see, that's the problem. I wanna be fucking, you know, not put anybody on blast and not fucking like insult anybody. But fuck this shit. Nigga know who it was. So I said, hey, me and Mike want to get something to eat. Can we get some food? He's like, yeah. He said, what do you want? I said, Mike, what do you want? He said, I want ribs and fries. I said, Mike wants ribs and fries. Paul looks at me like, this motherfucker crazy? Fuck no, he's not getting ribs and fries. So I said, you can't get ribs and fries. So I said, I want a grilled chicken sandwich and rice. No, I said grilled chicken sandwich, rice and corn. He said, you only get one side. I said, grilled chicken sandwich and rice. He said, all right. So after I got that shit done, thank you. I'll check that out when I finish this. After we got that shit done, because of the incident with the fucking nigga who showed up with the pistol, Paul instituted fucking rules. Don't prop open doors, because if a nigga run in, that way he'll be stuck out in the back with you and the door locked, so that way only he can fuck you up and he ain't gonna fuck up everybody in the store. Which I guess makes sense. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. But fuck that, nigga. If I get outside and there's a nigga with a gun, open that back door. Wait. I can't open the back door from out here. I can't. But they can't stop you from walking through the front door. So walk through the front door, my nigga. You don't gotta sneak in. Cause again, I will never be the reason why somebody gets hurt. Cause I don't want, nigga, why'd you ring the doorbell if you knew a nigga was out there with a gun? He killed everybody in here. I wouldn't want to do that. But if that nigga don't know, like, there's nobody guarding the front door, he coming that way, nigga, that's not on me. Alright? But anyway, beside the point. So Paul told me, because of the, you know, nigga with the gun, we can't prop the door open to take out trash all the time. So what we're gonna do is, we take out trash at like 5, 9, and closing. That's it. That's all. So what we do is Paul tells me, because they have pans where the cooks keep the griddles. I call them griddles, but they're really like black pans. They put through like a broiler or not a speed cooker, but a slow cooker that's really hot. So all the shit goes through there, and they take the griddles out, put them in the water, and it fucking says, and it fucking, you know, sizzles and cools it down. Now Paul told me, hey, go back there and do the fucking, take those pans because they're starting to overflow. And it's late enough that, hey, when you get done doing that, pour the water out, have him wash that pan, and then take the trash out. That's what he told me. Now, I'm fucking go get the pans. I fucking bring them around. I go get the pans. I'm sorry, my fucking computer died, and look, I don't even know why I'm worried about that shit now. Just fucking know, whatever. I'm telling you this story. So, I bring the pans around, take them out, and I stack them up so that way all he got to do is just do that shit. I go take the pan, because he wanted me, he didn't want, normally we would take it outside and pour it out outside, but he said don't do that because it attract animals, and because it attract animals, and you don't want nobody to get fucked up by no raccoons or no possums. And I said, that's real cool too, because if I get bit by a goddamn possum or whatever, I'm fucking you up because you didn't tell me it was out there. Like, I never thought about animals getting attracted to the food, but, nigga, now that I know, I should have fucking always known. So, I pour the fucking drain out, I pour the water out in the drain, and because it has food stuff like chicken and corn, well not corn, and salmon and shrimp, and all the food stuff that's stuck to the little griddle and pans, I have to fucking, I have to plunger the drain so it don't clog, and then I gotta keep making sure While all this is going on, this nigga is at the fucking dishwashing machine by himself. Now again, I've worked by myself before. I assume he's worked by himself before. So, I'm in the process of taking care of the fucking, the pan, the big, I want to say pot, but it's not a pot. It's a plastic bin. Big plastic bin. I'm taking care of the water that's left there. I'm collecting all the trash. I'm bringing all the shit out. And then this motherfucker, like, I have to go and find a broom with a dustpan. And I have to fucking take it and I have to sweep the food stuff that didn't go down the drain out. Because if I don't, and they pour more water on it, it's gonna fucking clog it, and then it's gonna fucking sour, and it's gonna stink, it's gonna smell like fish. That's what it's gonna do. So while he's doing this, while he's doing the dishwashing shit, I'm doing the trash can shit, right? Now, it's not simple, it's not easy. So, while I'm looking for this fucking, I'm looking for a fucking small-handled broom. This nigga said, bro, you're not even helping me right now. And I had to yell, and again, this is a professional environment, but I literally had to yell out, dude! Now, when I say dude at work, assume I mean nigga motherfucker, because I learned that you can't yell out nigga or motherfucker in an environment, because people want to know who the fuck said that, and if you happen to be, you know, black or white, because again, I'm not going to say white people don't yell out nigga every now and again, but if you forget you're at work, you could get fired and fucked up. So I yelled out, dude! We're two grown motherfuckers. Well, we're two grown people. Paul asked me to do this. You gotta do that. Work by yourself. I promise you. I will be back. I promise you, you'll be okay. And I went on about my way. Because now, I don't know how old this motherfucker is. I really don't. But I think he's like 19 or 20. I hope he's like 19. Because if he's 19, then I can understand why he's worried about whatever. But I've been also telling him, like, look, listen, dude. I stayed here 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's not like, you know, they want us to get off. They want us to be off early. They want us to get off at a relatively early time. Sure. But if you stay a little bit late, they're not going to fire you. They're not going to, you know, beat your ass or nothing. So you don't have to be all hype about it. And I told him, I said, listen, come 11:30, not 11:30, come 10:30, because he wanted us to be going at 11. Take care of all the big shit. We have small shit there. And I'm telling him, if we have small shit, we could put it in a little dish pan, not a dish pan, but like those containers where, like, if you see servers and they have big units, they have big parties, they fucking take all the dishes and put them in these little pans so it's easier for them to carry back. If we have enough shit or enough small shit, we could put it in there and then we could work on cleaning. Now, I'm telling him, dude, you don't have to worry about, just worry about the big shit. I keep telling him, worry about the big shit, worry about the big shit, worry about the big shit. And he's completely disregarding it. And he's completely doing the shit that, I'm telling you, but you know what? I'm not his fucking mother. I'm not gonna fucking try to help this nigga out if he want to squeeze the lemon. If this nigga want to do shit the hard way, more power to him. So, he's fucking, man, you so slow. And I said, dude, I get paid about an hour. The fuck do I need to hurry for? Either I stay late enough to do all the dishes, or they tell me to leave, but I make sure that, you know, what they check. And again, I told him what they gave a fuck about. I literally said the words to him, listen, they don't give a fuck how many dishes you leave for the morning guys. What they give a fuck about is that you don't leave any food over the drains that go sour because it smells like fish. You make sure that you drain the fucking dishwashing machine. Make sure you do everything the right way to standard. That's the only shit that they care about. That's the only shit that they'll take pictures of. But this nigga don't believe me. So he's going on and on and on about, nigga, we need to hurry up. We need to hurry up. And I'm like, dude, if we do it right, again, the Army, for all it's worth, the Army has taught me, nigga, if you do the standard, if you maintain the standard, nobody can get mad. So, I'm literally taking because again, telling him, don't do this shit, do that shit. Don't do this shit, do that shit. That's not working. So I stopped telling him. So I'll take all the stuff that's difficult to do, the cake doing shit, the shit that got flour, the shit that's fucking, the baked on macaroni shit, the shit that's not going to be able to be done in one go of fucking the machine, I take all that shit and I put it in this bin. And I put the bin up on top of the second shelf. So he tries to get all the shit done, and every time he gets everything done, niggas bring more shit over. And I keep telling him, don't worry about, you know, the small shit. Worry about the big shit. I keep telling him that. So he's still going about doing his thing. I said, you know what, dude? Fuck it. They locked the doors. Look, ask one of the waiters. Let me not say that. Ask one of the servers. Look, how many people out there? Oh, you got like maybe, 20 people. All right. I'm going to leave this bin right here. Whatever you bring back shit, can you put it in the bin? If it don't fit, dump the food though. Cause nigga, if you leave the fucking servers a chance, they'll just throw food and all that shit in there and it'll ruin the fucking thing. But dump the food and then put it in here. Put it right here. Alright, and then we went to break down the machine. He's like, well, what about this shit right here that's in the pan? I said, if you were fucking listening, dude, cause again, allow me to reiterate. If I say dude, I mean a nigga. If you were listening, nigga, well, dude, you don't have to do everything. We don't have to clean everything. Only thing they gave a fuck about was maintaining, doing the standard of breaking down the machine. Make sure that the dishwashing table is clean. And make sure that everything that's supposed to be taken care of to standard is taken care of. That's all they care about. But you weren't fucking listening to me. You were all caught up in, man, this nigga slow. Man, this nigga slow. Man, this nigga slow. And, wait, I think I completely brazed over the fact that, again, I went over the fact that when backtrack with me for a minute, nigga. So when the nigga fucking said about, hey, Paul, I want when he told me, hey, I want some ribs and fucking fries. Paul said, no, nigga, fuck no. And then when I told him my food, no bullshit. This is how I should have known that this nigga was bitch made. When I said, hey, Paul said you can't get no ribs. When he came around, Paul said, you want ribs? What, you fucking crazy? I didn't say I wanted ribs. Nigga, how the fuck would I make that up? Why the fuck would I care about what you fucking want to eat? Why do you think I would lie about that shit? So now, like, I know that you can't stand on your own 2 feet and take a little bit of fucking, not confrontation, because it wasn't an argument. Paul was like, nigga, you want ribs? Throw these, nigga, how about I rip these hands? It wasn't a conversation. Like, it wasn't a confrontation. It was, you can't take a little bit of, what's the word when somebody calls you out on your bullshit, or they fucking try to, you can't take a little bit of conflict without fucking, oh man, either I'm gonna get fired, so let me pretend like I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me pretend like, oh, I ain't say that. Hey man, like, dude, again, he left to go do something. I'm sitting there eating, the cooks bring over bowls of shit. And now, I'm not saying, actual bowls of fecal matter, but they bringing over bowls of stuff that they prepared that they didn't get rid of. And I think it was like a spring roll or something, and there was 2 of them in this bowl. Now, I've never had it before, but nigga, I was starving. So I said, you know what? Nigga, I'm gonna eat this one. I want to eat 2 of them. I want to eat 2. But nigga, that's not cool. That's not fair. Let me eat 1. So I'm eating 1, right? And then this nigga show up out of nowhere, and no bullshit. What you eating? Give me some. That's what he fucking said. Now, again, when he said what you eating, I turned and I took the bowl that was in my hand. I pulled it out to him. When he said, I don't even remember if he said, give me some, or give me a piece, or give me a bite. But I know the nigga said, give me. And I was like, nigga, we adults. Nigga, you don't know what the fuck I'm eating. So you want a piece of some shit that you don't know what the fuck it is, and don't know if you like it. You're going to ask me for a bite. Like I'm going to take it out of my mouth, offer it to you, and you're going to bite, and I'm going to fucking take it back and finish it. Or, like there's a whole bunch of other shit that this nigga was doing that was real kid-like. And I'm like, dude, here, look in this bowl. Oh. I'm like, dude, because again, I really, you don't understand. He was like, he threatened to quit because I wasn't helping him. And I was like, nigga, I hope the fuck you do, so that way you can leave. Because again, what's the point of being mad? What's the point of being angry at a job? Nigga, he could yell, nigga, you slow. He could do all this shit. The shit that he did that pissed me off, he watched me work, said I was too slow, then let me get in the front. I'll get in the, you get in the back and then catch. I said, no problem. But then he always like, man, why am I always up here? And that shit made me mad. Because you know what it's like? It's like your parents are telling you, I'm loud and I'm yelling because I'm still angry about the shit. Or not angry, let me not say angry. I'm so annoyed at the shit that I can't tell the story and be objective about it. I'm biased. I admit that. Well, of course I'm biased because he was a piece of shit in this story. So what happened was, well, yeah, I don't like the motherfuckers who jump into the heat of battle and the heat of conflict and then get mad at what's going on. Like, can you imagine if you see me getting jumped, right? You see me getting jumped by 14 people, and then you jump in to try to defend me and save my life or do whatever you feel, and we both get fucked up, and then you look over at me, man, why you let me get fucked up like that? Nigga, I didn't call you for help. You the one who volunteered for this ass whooping. He the one who volunteered to do the hard shit. If he just would have fucking sat his ass in the back of the machine and watched me work for 2 hours, then he could have switched out. If when he came into the bathroom and he said, yo, did some shit that really gotta get done, if when I said, hey nigga, wait, or hey man, you gotta wait, if he would have went to the machine and fucking worked, he wouldn't have had no problems. But that's not what he did. That's not what a man, he didn't do shit that a man did. He did shit that a fucking boy would do. Hey, you need to work because I did my half. Well, dude, obviously I'm busy. Go ahead and do you. And here's another thing that fucking made me mad. I told him what the standards were. I told him, make sure we do the machine. Make sure we do the fucking table in front of it. Make sure we properly fucking handle do the water. Throw the water on the floor. So that way all the dirt and food, and not dirt, but all the food and trash and stuff that flowed underneath the machine and all that shit during the day and all the food that, spilled and water splashed, we get all that shit done and out. Because again, the only shit they give a fuck about is the cleanliness of the environment. They don't give a fuck about how many dishes are left. They give a fuck about the cleanliness of the environment. If you break it down the right way, if you do everything the right way. I told him that. But this nigga still tried to get out early. Well, look, man, we gotta fucking do this. No, we gotta get rid of the gray water. What's the gray water? You know, the water underneath the sink that's stale, that look gray? We have to get rid of that because if we don't, it starts to stink. Alright, man. And again, he doesn't throw it the right way. Because nigga, me and fucking this nigga got trained by Jerome. And Jerome is not fucking around. Jerome is a thoroughbred, like fucking dishwasher supreme. Like that nigga let me stack up these pans all the way out so far that they were gonna fall and hit me in the head. And after the shit happened, he looked back at me, he said, you're not gonna do that again, are you? And I said, nope. He said, that's all you go. So I know this nigga learned the right way. So he had to disregard the standard. So, now, I'm telling him, I said, look, dude, this is what gotta get done. Look, dude, this is what has to get done. Alright. And then he finishes, or he assumes that he finishes, because again, he does what 19-year-old kids do. Nigga, I'm just gonna take care of the shit that's fucking easy, like nobody gonna see it. So that way, I have enough time that I can just roll. And when I roll, nigga, they can't call me back. It ain't like they gonna call me back to turn around and come back in. So, when he's like, alright, I'm leaving. I said, alright, nigga, but there's still shit that has to be done. There's still some proper, etiquette shit that has to be done. Man, that's on you. I'm out of here. Alright, nigga, Because again, I'm not no snitch. I'm not going, look, don't forget the clock out. Don't forget your phone. Don't do any of that. Because again, I'm not going to steal a person's shit. I'm not. But if I can tell you, hey, make sure you don't forget this shit, and you still walk out without it, nigga, I'm gonna hang on to it. Now, will I keep it? No. But I'll call you. I'll call up your phone and I'll say, hey, look, you left your phone, or whoever phone this is. I'll call your most recent contact. I'll call your mother. I'll call your mom. I'll call your lover. I'll call whatever bitch that you have a naked photo of on your phone. I'll call her and I'll say, hey, you know who phone this is? Oh yeah, it's my boyfriend. It's my my mister. It's whoever fucking phone it is. Hey, tell them that they left it at Chili's. I'm not going to leave it here because I don't know who else is going to find it. But tell them my name is, whatever the fuck. And if they need it back, I'm going to be at work this time. Or I'm going to be in this area. Because again, I'm not going to bring it to you because obviously if you gave a fuck about it, you wouldn't have forgot it. So he's like, all right, I got it. Now, Paul came out, and I said, hey, man, inspect what we did so that way I know, whether we done or not. He put his hand underneath the machine. There's onions and shit underneath here. You got to throw some more water here. You got to do this. He did the inspection before the nigga left. And I told him, I said, look, we're not necessarily done yet because Paul said we have to do this. Well, nigga, I'm leaving. And I'm really thinking that he guessed that I was going, you can't leave, because if you leave, I'm here by myself. Nigga, I work alone. Nigga, actually, with the way your bitch ass was acting all goddamn shift, I prefer to work alone. So all he did, I said, all right, nigga, take your ass on. He left. I threw water. I fucking took care of it. I went back to Paul. I said, hey, Paul, you mind fucking inspecting it again? He said, no, my dude, you good. And I rolled. Now, this nigga left, I want to say at like 11. I left at 12, so I got another $9.50 out of it. Now, again, that's not a lot. Like, fucking an extra hour doesn't add up. But an extra hour or two to make sure that everything gets done right over the course of, if I stay 3 hours extra and I work 5 days, 3 times 5, anyone? 15. That's extra 15 hours that I make, and nobody can fault me on, like, man, you just stayed later and you weren't doing shit. No, I cleaned to the standard. The thing is, if you leave early, or you leave on time and you didn't do a good job or you tried to get over, they can get mad at that shit. And that's the shit that bothers me the most about this bitch made nigga. Like, dude, I tried to tell you, you don't have to work yourself into a fucking fervor about dishes. I told you. And it's not like, man, nigga, you let me fucking be all stressed out over nothing. No, I told you. We don't have to do it all. We just got to make sure that we have enough. We do enough that it's a small amount. I told him that, but he didn't listen. I told him that you don't have to don't worry about the small shit. The small shit can be done easily. Worry about the big shit. The big shit is what fucking catches you. He didn't believe me. He wanted to do it his own way. And again, I don't give a fuck about staying late. Because again, we work by the hour. Why the fuck am I trying to leave an hour and a half before normal time? An hour and a half at a normal time when I stay later and I make more money. Again, I don't have a family. Well, let me not say that. I don't have a wife. I don't have a kid. I don't have anyone at my home that I'm dying to see when I get off. I don't have that. Now, I'm not saying that the people who do, that they make them soft or whatever, but those are the ones who should work to a standard, not to time. Because, let's be real, what if Paul instituted, hey, when you're doing your work, before you leave, come get me, have it inspected by me, and then you can leave. The way that he was trying to sneak and undercut, all right, yeah, I'm ready, I'm done. Nope, you got to do this, you got to do this. Man! And he always kept trying to make it seem like it was something that I was doing to fail. This is another thing that the nigga did. I'm happy I just thought about that. We had water all over, like, throwing water on a table. Now, there used to be a squeegee head that you can just grab and use and squeegee the water down faster. I couldn't find the squeegee head that was already there. So what this nigga did is he took a squeegee that was connected, right? And he disconnected it. And then he used it the right way, but he couldn't get it to fit. And though he's like, and I'm watching him do it, and I'm giggling. He's like, man, can you do this? He's like, man, you got to do this because I got to do these dishes. I said, dude, you the one who took it apart. You put it back together. And I swear to God, it's like watching a fucking monkey fuck a football. Because he's sitting there, tapping it down. Like, nigga, I'm sure if he could have pissed on it and then fucking walked away from it, he would have. Like, this nigga really, he did the... Again, this is why I can't get paid for these videos. He did the, I'm angry, but I don't have the knowledge to fucking determine why I'm angry, nor do I have the fucking, not even knowledge, I don't have the mental capacity to figure out what's wrong with this thing. Nigga, come do this, because I gotta take care of this. And again, dude, you did that. You put it together. And I watched him do it, and I watched the dishes pile up. Look, and he put it down. I can't do it. And I said, nigga, you gonna quit? Like, for real? Like, you telling me you... And I said the 10% rule. And I picked it up, and I looked at where the head was, and I raised my arm. I raised my shit up like you can see my other hand. I looked at where the arm was, where the head was and where the seating mechanism was and where the fucking stick was and where it was attached. And I can see, oh, you're supposed to slide it in. So I'm sitting there trying to slide it in and it's not working, but I'm not growing annoyed. I'm growing annoyed, but I'm not quitting. Because once you quit, that's it. You're not going to ever get it. I wanted to teach him that. But again, I realized something. If this nigga is 19 years old and he doesn't understand that by now, fuck this nigga. Fuck this dude. Because again, at work. So I'm trying to figure it out. And you'd have thought like, I couldn't do it, and then I got it. Eureka. I said, nigga, all you had to do was slide in the first place. Man, that shit don't even matter. And I said, dude, you are just like a fucking kid. You do something, and then when you can't fix it, it's somebody else's problem. Dude, you do realize, you know, you're kind of motherfucker that fuck a woman without a condom. Then when she get pregnant, you blame her. Like, man, I told you I didn't want kids. Well, nigga, if you didn't want kids, use a condom. Like, nigga, the world, like, he always wants to get over it. Like, I feel that when he talking to whoever he was talking to, because he was talking to somebody on the phone. I don't know who. I don't give a fuck who. I don't, whatever. I feel like when he telling them the story about why he got out of work so late, man, the nigga I'm working with, he was slow. Man, he never take accountability of his own actions. I do. I recognize the fact that, look, I may be slow. Sorry about that. Other shit came through. Now, I admit the fact that I may be slow, but I don't blame my slowness on anyone else but me. I accept that. I own that. So what I do is, well, hold up, I gotta get dressed. So, well, again, which lets you know I'm kind of naked right now, but don't worry. I know where my face line is and where my dick line is, and you never have to go that low. Cause why the fuck would I have my phone on my feet? If y'all don't get that joke, nigga, y'all stupid. So, he never accepts responsibility. It's always someone else's fault. It's always someone else. He's always trying to get over on somebody. And I'm like, dude, there's no reason for that. Just do the job, do it right, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. Don't worry about time. Don't worry about that. We'll get out of here whenever we get out of here when Paul tells us, hey man, start wrapping it up, break down the machine. Because if shit go bad and we stay late, Paul will get behind it and fucking help do the shit. He'll even talk to you while you're doing it. Look, you're supposed to know better, but this is how you do it. That's the kind of nigga that Paul is. He tried to get over and blame it on me, saying, you're too slow, you're this, you're that. No, I'm not, nigga. I told you. You the one that fucking didn't want to listen. So, fuck that guy. And that's the two things I realized about the place that I work. Like, why I'm happy that I'm leaving. Because when a nigga showed up with a gun, they didn't say shit to the nigga that was working there. And, nigga, working with a partner who really is bitch made is fucking annoying. Alright, y'all be good. I'm gonna be running late right now. Peace out.